Hey guys, it's Bill Soriano from Pittsburgh. It's Friday morning, and I had just made a video about this gold trade that I took earlier today around 9:10 a.m., but something happened to it and it didn't render. So I don't know what happened. Anyway, I've been making some videos now about the trend trap strategy that our community uses, and it's a strategy that's taught on our educational platform by one of our educators, Jay Awal's his name, and he has a 5-part video boot camp for you there explaining this trading strategy, and he does live sessions 5 days a week. So, um, this morning when I looked at gold, and just let me tell you, just briefly here. So we were very, very bullish on gold. Gold had made a big run up. If I go to the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour chart is the chart that we use, trend trap traders use to identify the short-term trend bias. So this is a more of a short-term bias. We're just looking at the last three highs and the last three lows on the 4-hour time frame to determine which way is price moving now. Okay. So what happened was we were very, very bullish on gold. You could see it made this big run up here. And so we were looking at this area right here. So you could see how price moved up. It kind of pulled back, but it was a very, only a one candle pullback here on the 4-hour time frame, which we usually don't consider as a swing point for break of structure, change of character, whatever you want to call it. But if you look to the left here, though, you see that this area has been hit multiple times. So because of that, this area becomes valid. Okay. And so yesterday I had some buy. I was looking to try to get into some more positions. Gold had retraced, sufficiently here for me to think about taking a long position. So what happened was I had missed the fact that right here, you could see this low right here. Once we get a 4-hour candle that opens and closes before that low, it's very important. Has to open and close. Some traders will just teach you look for a close. Some traders go, oh, if there's a wick down below there, that's good enough. Trend trap traders, we need an open and close below that low in order to get that break of structure, change of character, whatever you want to call it in this case. And what happened here, this 1 p.m. candle, okay, it's a 4-hour candle, so it didn't close till 5 p.m. Eastern time last night, end of day. This candle opened and closed below there. And once that happened, I am now bullish. I'm sorry, I am now bearish on gold. So I was looking to take some trades long. Once the Asian market opened up at 7 p.m. last night, I had some trades marked up. I had some, buy stops actually even entered at one point. And then I decided to check the chart and I seen that the short-term direction has actually changed for us. So now we are bearish on gold. Okay, and we'll remain bearish on gold until this area up here gets broken. Actually, this area up here we have to go with, right? Either this area up here gets broken. Can't get my tool to work here, guys. Or we get some kind of market structure um, where price maybe moves up, then moves down, and then breaks the structure to the upside. That would be later on next week. So right now we're bearish on gold. Okay. So at not about 9:10 a.m. this morning, I got an activation for gold on my 5-minute time frame, right? So price moved into one of my zones here. I have two zones marked up here. We draw a trend line, we get the break of the trend line, and then of course our second confirmation is to check our quantum scanner on the 1-minute time frame to make sure that we are below the trend line on that scanner for a sell or above for a high. So we were below, so we got the activation as we call it. So I entered the trade about 9:10 a.m., but I knew that there was high impact news coming out at 10. And so that news is the June home sales month over month. Um, high impact news on the dollar at 10 a.m. So I had some choices to make here because, first of all, if you're a beginner trader, you would probably not have entered that trade at all. Okay. So this message is more for intermediate to advanced traders because it's a little more risky and you need to have more experience to do that, to take on that risk. But so beginner traders, listen to my story here, but don't follow the advice until you have at least 100 trades under your belt, 100 demo trades, whatever, or at least 100 trades under your belt. So I knew news was coming out at 10 a.m. Now I'm trading on a funded account. So that funded account has some rules. I can't take any trades 5 minutes before till 5 minutes after a high impact news event, which we had coming out at 10 a.m. So from 9:55 to 10:05, I can't do anything. So that means I can't take any new trades. If I'm in a trade, I can't manually exit it. I can't change my stop loss or take profit during this 10-minute window. And if I have a stop loss and take profit set, which I always do, as you know, if it gets hit during that time, that's a breach. That's just like manually going in and exiting the trade. Okay. So if I'm going to stay in the trade, and again, if you're a beginner, you wouldn't even have taken the trade with the news coming out at 10, you would wait for it to pass, see what happens, or you would get out of that trade, 10 minutes before the news was going to hit. But my choice was, as a more intermediate trader on a funded account, was I either have to exit that trade, right, by before 9:55, or I have to remove my stop loss and take profit. So now I open myself up to more risk, right? So I'm bearish on gold. I took the trade at 9:10 a.m. I know gold is going to move down today. In my mind, of course, like I always say, I'm often wrong, never in doubt. But I'm bearish on gold. So I'm looking for it to move down. I took the trade, so I'm going to stay in the trade. So I remove my stop loss and take profit. Let me just show you. So originally, my stop loss was right above these highs here, right? And you can see that, and that's where most regular traders would have their stop loss if they decided to go short today on gold. Now, more than likely, most people are still bullish on gold. So I would imagine that most traders are, still going long, right? So if you are short on gold like me, you would have had your stop loss right above here like I did. And if you were still long on gold, you would have buy orders, what are called buy stop orders, executing above these highs here to try to take this further up. Okay. And so there's all this liquidity here. So the news is coming out, and I know, and again, the the price started moving up, slowly creeping up before the news even hit. And it would have hit my stop loss before news even hit had I still had it on there, right? And so most traders did get stopped out on this, I would assume, at a loss because there's a bunch of liquidity here and the market knows that, right? And so I know the price is going to move up here, take all this liquidity, right? Get more people sucked into buying, and then they're going to put their stop losses somewhere down around this area here, right? Going to get more people sucked into going long, and then it's going to make its move down for the rest of the day. Now, you can see what happened here was it did do that exactly as I thought. It made its move back down, but then it came back up one more time here. Okay, it's tricky. The market's tricky, guys. Now, what happens is, as this moved down, right, and once the news passed, what probably happened was you had a lot of traders starting to go short now. And so again, more liquidity was put up here. So what's the market do? The market comes back up. It takes all that liquidity and then it starts moving away. It says, thank you. See you later. Sorry about that. And it starts to move back away from that area, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Okay, so I'm in this trade, and I'll stay in it. Again, it's Friday, so I will never hold any trades over the weekend. I did do that one time recently by mistake. I forgot to close out a position. It was actually the holiday because the market actually closed early, and I forgot about that. So I went in trying to close my position around 3 o'clock, but the market closed at 1. And I obviously couldn't get out of it. So I had to hold it over the weekend. That time it actually worked out in my favor and price moved up in my favor on the open there. But most times that goes against you guys. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to hold positions over the weekend unless you're really a long-term trader trading on the 4 hour daily or weekly time frames, which I'm trading on 15 or the 5, right, with trend trap. So, and some trend trap traders even trade on the 1 minute. I don't like the 1 minute. It's a little too fast for me. So anyway, that's the message today. I'm bearish on gold. I decided to take this trade about an hour before the news came out. I removed my stop loss and take profit, and price did exactly what I thought it would do. And so I did put my stop loss and take profit back on. You can see that I did move my stop loss up a little bit more over these highs now, these new highs, because if you look on my 5-minute chart here, you can see that I have another zone right here. We have another zone marked up. This is a 1 hour support and resistance zone. This is actually resistance, obviously a 1 hour zone here that we had marked up. We were trading from this zone here, and price has now moved up looking like it wants to get into this zone. And it almost did do that, pulled back down, and then came back to try to do it once more. So hopefully this now continues down the rest of the day, and I can get out of it like 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern time, hopefully in profit. Of course, with the market, if you remember Mark Douglas's book that I tell guys to read all the time, Trading in the Zone, the first fundamental truth about trading is what? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So this can just as easily decide to move up, right? Take me out of the trade or the loss and just keep going, right? Or it can decide to move up, take me out of the loss, and then go the way that I want it to go, right? So I did have 2 trades overnight that I held. One of them was a short in EUR AUD that I got in last night before going to bed. That ended up giving me a 1 to 2 risk to reward win. And the other one was UCAD, and I already removed my no, or maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Here's UCAD. So this was UCAD. So look what happened here. And then again, this is using the trend trap strategy that we have an educator on our platform teaches this strategy. He has a 5-video boot camp showing you the whole strategy you can watch. And then he does live sessions every day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. 3 sessions are 8 a.m. in the morning. The other 2 sessions are 7 p.m. at night to catch those people that can't get on live in the morning. But all the sessions are recorded anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But you can see what UCAD did to me here. I got into the trade here, right? These are trend trap trades now because I'm done. I already took my 150 trades on my funded account, not all of them. I didn't take all of them, but I journaled 150 trades using my New York opening range breakout EMA pulse indicator and strategy. It's like 151 trades over 10 weeks. We ended up with, I believe it was 89 wins, 62 losses. So a 59% win rate with that strategy. All those videos are on this channel here and also in my Facebook group. So if you need access to either of them, let me know. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment if you want, tell me what you'd like to see. But I'm going to be making more of these trend trap videos over the next couple months. So I'll probably come on and maybe do a quick analysis of 3 or 4 pairs a couple times a week. And give you some results maybe once a week or once every other week, just showing some screenshots of trades. But this one, what happened was overnight, it came down and it just took me out of the trade. And then look what happened, right? Now, if I would have been up at this time of morning here, this is like 3:30 in the morning, I could have reset this trade, right? And I could have gotten another entry around 5:20 or so, right? But I was sound asleep. So I got knocked out of this trade at a loss, and then price just shot right up like I thought it would. Okay. Again, the first fundamental rule of trading in Mark Douglas's book is anything can happen. Okay, guys, so let's see here. It looks like gold. I don't know. It could decide just to stay in this area all day. It could shoot up, take me out of the trade, or hopefully it moves down here so I can get into profit. And I have my target set here. It's about a 1 to 2.44 risk to reward. Well, actually, yeah, that's because that's what I used. I used this area right here for my stop loss when I got in trade. So I did move that stop loss up now, but this was initially set at a 2.44 risk to reward. So right now it would be like a 1.81. Okay. But again, I entered the trade with a lot size based on the lower stop loss. So hopefully it moves down. And this is, of course, a 1 hour low, right, that we're targeting here. And that 1 hour low is within our daily range. So if you look on the chart here, again, see here just to show you real quickly. That 1 hour low is right down here. So we got a 1 hour low here, but then we got another one down here that we're targeting because it gives us more of what we're looking for on the risk to reward side. Okay. And then our daily range low is all the way down here. So this is where we would expect to see rejection. So we don't want to take any trades when we're up against this low. We don't want to take any short positions. It's perfect for longs, but we don't want to take shorts because we get in and then it rejects off the low. And also up here, when you're close to the daily range high, which is this line right here, you don't want to take any long positions there because you're going to bounce off and go down, right? So this is the video, guys. Again, like it, subscribe to it, subscribe to my channel. If you need my Facebook group link, let me know. I'll send it to you. But this is gold, and hopefully this continues to make a move down here for me the rest of the day so I can get out of it. So it either hits my take profit or I get out of it in profit around 3 p.m. Eastern time today so I don't hold it over the weekend. Have a great weekend, guys. Take care.